pained me to see the club being, almost played and messed around by Sancho in the transfer window for 4 months. Manchester United have to take a very hard stance on players or clubs if they're not going to do a deal with them. The way in which it just carried on all summer just completely distracted the whole of Manchester United's approach to the new season. And you can't have distractions. The players in the dressing room have got to be focused on one job, and that's winning titles. We had it for a season when Sir Alex Ferguson was going to leave, when he was going to retire, I think in the early 2000s. And it was really a really disruptive season. And Sir Alex himself said that he would never do it like that again. Manchester United, for me, is the most magic football club in the world. I've dreamt of it every day since the age of 4. And I don't have a problem if they don't sign players. I don't have a problem if they lose players to different clubs. I have a problem if it looks like they're begging Sancho to come to Manchester United, or if it looks like Borussia Dortmund are playing them in the transfer market. I want Manchester United to have integrity and honesty in the transfer market, and I want them to be very, very clear about their strategy. I hate saying that. When I see Liverpool sign Jota for 40 million and Thiago for 29 million, it hurts me. When I see Chelsea signing the players they've signed for the money they have, it hurts me. Manchester United don't seem to be able to get a player for good value. They don't seem to be able to have an efficient process in place to be able to get players out of other clubs. And that's down to relationships and the capability and skill of the individuals who are carrying out the work at the club. And that doesn't give me any pleasure in saying. I'm just telling you as it is, because there is so much evidence that exists.
It was the game 18 months ago, of course, the comeback win that kind of really secured the job long term for Ollie. How do you think this team now compare to that side 18 months ago?
I think this team's better than 18 months ago. I do. I genuinely think it's better. I mean, I was there in the stadium 18 months ago. It was staggering. I don't know what to expect in the game. Anything could happen. I think Paris Saint-Germain are a superior team to United at this moment in time. But Manchester United, on the day, they can compete with anybody. It's that consistency and the high standard that Liverpool and City have set in this last couple of seasons, which means it's very difficult for United to win the league at the moment. And it'll be very difficult for them to win the Champions League. But they are a better team than they were 18 months ago. The problem is I've got somebody who I sat next to in the dressing room for 10 seasons managing the club, and I love the club. So I want the club to win, and I want Ollie to do well. So I always have that element of fear, thinking, particularly after what happened against Tottenham, thinking what's going to happen here against Newcastle, what's going to happen against PSG. I do think the victory against Newcastle takes a lot of pressure off against PSG, because I don't think that it would be I don't think it's the end of the world if Manchester United lose in Paris. I think it's more important that Manchester United play well in the games that they've got in the league in the next couple of weeks. They've got Arsenal and Chelsea coming up, and I think it's more important they win those games than they do against Paris Saint-Germain.